Hello and welcome back to our special coverage here on Arabiya English. I'm Melinda Nusafora. We have a special interview for you coming from the World Defence Show here in Riyadh. Well, when you walk into these vast expo halls, one of the first things that may strike you is the sheer number of Turkish flagged companies on display, and chief amongst them is Aselsan. We are pleased to welcome the CEO and president of Aselsan, now one of Europe's most valuable defence firms, Ahmet Akyol. Thanks for being with us, sir.
Thank you so much for visiting us. Welcome to Aselsan booth in World Defence Show.
Thank you so much. One of the flagship accomplishments of Aselsan, and one of the things that many people here are talking about, is the Steel Dome, the first Turkish-made air defence system. Talk me through why it's so unique and why it's capturing so much attention.
So thank you so much. First of all, we started this project for about 2-3 years back due to the developments in the battlefield and the change in the technological wise, because now threats are more faster, harder to detect, harder to intercept, and also AI is coming for everywhere and all threats are connected. So also there are some developments in the technological wise to make some platforms stealth, and also there are many cheaper drones and everything are now very common in all around the world. So due to these developments, in order to overcome these threats, we analyze inside Aselsan with many supercomputers, and we work with the military guys that only way to overcome these threats is integrated, layered air defense systems. Then we started this project. In the past, we have been working on the air defense systems. There were many separate systems delivered to battlefield. There were many radars delivered to battlefield, communication systems and electronic warfare systems. Now, this is fully integrated. The unique part of Steel Dome is electronic warfare is also integrated to this system. There are 4 layers and radars with the multi-bands, and also many different interceptors, including gun-based, missile-based, and soft kill and hard kill. Now there is a network, there is a AI-based command and control systems managing this Steel Dome, and in Turkey many units are delivered. At the same time, we are now in the serial phase, but with the serial production, we are trying to add new features, new capabilities for all layers. This is the situation. The main idea is to make Turkey and ally countries safer than before. And that's why we are here, that's why we are in World Defence Show with the ally country, with the ally countries, to make these capabilities common and to invest for our future.
You mentioned low-cost drones are becoming, or low-cost UAVs are becoming much more common in the battlefield arena, and yet typical air defense systems shooting a very expensive missile at a cheap UAV is not tenable. So how does Aselsan tackle that new and emerging development?
First of all, in the drone protection layer, we have 4 different solutions. The one is soft kill, it's existing, and the second is hard kill, smart ammunition based hard kill systems. We have got a Korkut product. Now it has very common usage in Turkey and in many ally countries. It has a smart ammunition, so you can eliminate drones with a small pieces of tungsten pieces of the ammunition. It's very cost effective, cheaper than a drone. So there is a new version over here. You see 25mm version is ready now. So the smart ammunition Korkut air defense system is the very cost effective solution. The third solution is laser weapon. We have this solution for different scenarios. And the last one is for swarm attacks, high power microwave.
Yeah, I was going to ask about swarm attacks.
Yes.
I mean, we've been seeing that a lot. How does the Steel Dome address that?
There is a high power microwave weapon, Ejderha Dragon. The name is Dragon. So Dragon weapon is capable to send very high power microwave and eliminate the drones with its high power signals. When it faces the drones, the drone become available. This is a new technology. You have a huge power behind the antennas. So the high power microwave is a very promising technology. We have now this. Now we are trying to widen this technology to the Turkey and allies. So there are 4 solutions in the drone protection phase in different scenarios for swarms, for separate drones, for FPV drones. For all of them, we have solutions and we deploy these solutions to the battlefield. It's very important. In the past, it was conventional threats. Missiles were very critical. Today, it is critical again. You have to eliminate ballistic missiles, fighter jets, everything. But the other side, drones are as important as the other long-range missile side. So we are trying to combine solutions at the steel umbrella.
The UAVs are also proving themselves, as we've seen during the conflict in Ukraine, being very useful as far as continuous surveillance of the battlefield goes. So that means traditional, larger, static sort of military formations are perhaps much more vulnerable now. So how is Aselsan addressing that particular threat?
Yes, we have different surveillance systems to detect drones. First of all, we have got ISA radar technology. It's very advanced technology. So in different bands and in different layers, we have multiple radars, and we are able to detect all layers and all types of drones. At the same time, we are investing for optic detection, infrared search and track systems. This is another way to detect especially stealth drones with the optic technology. So the IRST, infrared search and track, is another area. And also we are investing for acoustics. There is a product in Turkish, we call it SEDA. It is able to detect the noise of drones. So we are trying to now widen whole of the country to acoustic detection capability, and also it is possible to integrate this acoustic system to your vehicles and the military bases. So by acoustics, by radars and by optics, we fuse the solution, and now this solution is able to detect all types of drones. Then you have to analyze when to intercept, how to intercept, and task the air defense systems or anti-drone systems for elimination. This is the idea.
Your company is at the cutting edge of technology as far as defence industry goes. Do you almost consider part of your operation now anticipating future threats, looking at where warfare may be going, as opposed to just addressing the threats that are already present?
We have been, as companies and countries and armed forces, working on joint operations in 1990s, 20s, 2010s, but the reality is now integrated warfare. This is the also message of this World Defense Show, integrated defense technologies. That's why it's chosen. The integrated warfare is the reality. AI is the center of all decision making. So as Aselsan, we are trying to connect everything. Steel Dome is just an example. But when we go to the, for example, Kaan aircraft, all sensors are from Aselsan, again connected and fused. So AI supported decision making systems and connected systems is the future of warfare. If we will achieve this, all of these countries will be more safer.
There has been a very long history of bilateral cooperation, particularly in the field of defence, between Turkey and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Can you talk me through that level of cooperation at the moment and how your company is working with Vision 2030 and that goal of localizing defence industry in Saudi Arabia?
First of all, this is the second time in this week I am here as a CEO of the largest company. This is the result of the cooperation, I think. The beginning of this week, the President Erdogan was in Riyadh. I was the part of the delegation. So I can say the relations are very well. And as Aselsan, we have been operational in Saudi Arabia since 2017. We have got Aselsan Saudi Arabia, but nowadays we are trying to open a Aselsan Riyadh Excellence Center, and you will see in coming days co-design activities with Aselsan Saudi Arabia and Aselsan Turkey and local partners in Riyadh in coming days. There is going to be opening ceremony. I informed all the necessary government units that Aselsan considers Saudi Arabia a long-term partner, this excellence center, these local partnerships with many companies, and also there are some companies in our supply chain from Saudi Arabia. So these activities shows us we will be long-term partners. We consider as Aselsan Saudi Arabia as a second design house for us. You will see in our excellence center software developers, software developer guys coding for our future together. Just 2-3 months later you will see. So I can say the cooperation and collaboration level is very well, and it will be beneficial for Turkey, Saudi Arabia and the regional security. It's my opinion, and day by day the government relations and company relations are getting better.
There have been reports that Saudi Arabia is considering purchasing the steel dome. Is there anything you can say about that?
There are many cooperation areas, but as Turkey, as Aselsan, we can say these technologies are not for only Turkey, for all our brothers countries. Whoever want to be the part of this project, this is open. There are many works we are doing now. I can say we will work more and more. This is only answer from my side.
It's a very interesting development, and we really appreciate your time.
Thank
a lot
you
of so
much
mutual cooperation.
for visiting us.
Çok teşekkür ederiz.
World Defense Show is very critical platform for us, and the next time it will be larger, I believe.
We look forward to talking to you as the years progress.
Thank you so much.
Ahmet Akyol,
Thank you so much.
thanks for joining us on Al Arabiya English.
Thank you so much.